for people feeling stuck. In life, there are points in our lives where we feel like, why should I keep going on? I have tried everything. I have done what I know how to do. And every time I've tried, I have failed. You may have done way too many things. Maybe you have applied for many jobs and none of the jobs called you. Maybe you have tried to be in a relationship and every relationship has ended in tears. Maybe you have applied for a visa and every time you applied, it got rejected. You have done what you know how to do, but it has failed. What do you do in such moments? Just imagine yourself, you are standing in a basketball court and you have a ball in your hands and all you have to do is to make shots, is to shoot the ball in the basket. You just have to keep trying again until you make that shot. And when you make that shot, that is you being successful. You may be feeling stuck because you have never done this before. It is difficult. It is hard. You may be feeling stuck because you were short. Like there are people that are told they just put the ball in the basket. And you have to compete with such people. Honestly, again, I want you to think about, just imagine with me for a moment. You are at a basketball court. You have a ball in your hands and all you have to keep doing is to make shots. And the goal is to shoot that ball into the basket. Now, yourself, you are the one in life. And that basketball court is life. There will be noises, there will be distractions. The weather is going to change. It may be snowing, it may be raining. There could be people laughing at you. Why is she taking long to make that shot? But that ball in your hands is your ambition. That ball in your hands is your goals. And if you just keep going to shoot that ball into the basket, into that ring, and make that point, is you being successful. Do you agree with me that if you keep going and you ignore the times you have failed, the times you didn't score, the times the ball, you literally threw it like way far away from the ring, if you just ignore those times where you failed and you just keep focusing on making your throws, throwing the ball better, and every time you don't shoot, you bring it back and come back and stand at the line and you shoot one more time, do you agree that you will make it? I recently learned about the law of averages. It's a law of life. And it's like, if you keep going, if you keep doing something, eventually you're gonna win. No matter what it is. If you just keep going, you will eventually win. That is the law of averages. Because life comes in seasons. There will be favorable seasons, whether you like it or not. Everyone is going to have a chance at winning in life. And if you just keep going, I remember when I was younger and I was being taught about I think it was about multiplication. And the way this book explained it, it just got stuck in my mind. It's like the way they explained it was like, just imagine you have a line on the ground with every number on the ground. Like, for example, you're multiplying by 2. You keep taking 2 steps, okay? And then someone else is multiplying by 4. This person is going to keep going 4 steps ahead. There is someone else who's going to multiply by 8. They're going to keep going 8 steps. Just imagine it's a number line. It's a line of numbers 1 to up to infinity. Someone is going multiplying by 2. There are other people multiplying by 1. There are other people multiplying by 10. Some other people are doing multiples of 8. Okay. When those people keep going, people taking 2 steps, they will meet somewhere at 80. This person is taking 2 steps. but somehow, somewhere, they're gonna meet at 80. Someone taking 10 steps may get there by going 8 times. The person taking 2 times will go many times. There is someone that is taking 4 steps, they will get there, but know that the winning number is 80. If the person taking 10 steps gets there earlier than the person taking 2 steps, the person taking 2 steps may think, I'm not successful. But if they just keep going, they will eventually get there at that success. Just like I said, you have this ball in your hands, and that goal, the ball in your hands is your ambitions. You could feel stuck for a moment because you think you've taken too long. Because you feel like, why should I keep going when other people that came before me, they have even reached, they are successful, they have a happy family, they are financially stable, they have everything that I want. But if you keep going, you know very well that if you keep shooting that ball, you will eventually score. Just like I've told you on the number line, just to know that, imagine the winning number is 80. The person going 2 steps will get there. The person going 4 steps will also get there at different times though. The person going 8 steps, they will also get there. A person taking 10 steps, they will also get there. The problem comes if you don't have that ball in your hands. That is the hope. That is the faith. That is the only time you should feel stuck. For example, if you feel stuck in life, take a moment and think, what is your ambition? What are your goals? I know it's hard to tell someone who is almost giving up. For example, you could be stuck in debt and you don't have money and yet you are in debt. You're trying to gain financial freedom. It is genuinely it is such a good reason to feel stuck. But I need you to think about it one more time, that your ambition is to become financially free. That is the ball in your hands. And if you keep shooting, do you know your aim? Your ambition is the financial freedom. And your aim is to make sure that you keep going at whatever you're going, at whatever you're doing in order to achieve the financial freedom. Now, the place where you're shooting, or that point where you need to go, that is your success. I need you to take a moment and be genuine with yourself and ask yourself, I want to be financially free. What have I put in place in order to be financially free? What am I doing with my life right now in order to keep shooting, in order to keep taking those 2 steps, 4 steps, in order to be financially free? You may not have the resources right now, you may not have the education, but what small step are you taking? Are you waking up early? For example, are you doing content? Are you reading a book to increase your knowledge? Are you praying? What are you doing? I don't know what it is in your life. Maybe your problem is not financial freedom. Maybe you just want to get a job. Are you applying? Are you staying hopeful? Are you letting go of those feelings of feeling doubtful that you won't get the job? I remember there was a time in my life where I was in debt, and I was over $10,000 in debt. During that time, I honestly had very little income. In fact, the time when I felt so stuck is when I couldn't pay the minimum payments for my debt at the payday company, okay? And I eventually went to apply for jobs, and I got a minimum wage job. And the job that I got used to pay me $2,000 a month, and yet my rent was $1,000. Now I had to do everything else with that $1,000. But I knew my goal was to become what? Financially stable, okay? I was to become debt-free. I did everything. I did extra shifts. I saved as much as I could. I did extra jobs in my free time. And in 2 years, I was debt free. But when I think about it, I just kept shooting my ball. And eventually the day came and I was able to make the last payment. When I went to the lady and I told her, please close my account after making that last payment, she looked at me with so much anger. I was like, wow, the devil is mad, because I finally made it. Because I'm finally free to enjoy the fruit of my work, the fruit of my resilience, to keep shooting that ball until I eventually scored. So if you are feeling stuck in life, think about it. Are you stuck because you don't have the ball in your hands? Because the ball in your hands is your ambition, is your goal. And the ring where you're shooting the ball, okay, the goal post is when you eventually achieve that goal. Have you sat down with yourself to think about how you're going to achieve that goal? Sit down with yourself before you give up and know that if I do X, Y, Z, other people have done it. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. If you keep doing the right thing, you will eventually be successful at what you do, whether you think you're lucky or not. Just keep doing it. And if you don't give up, you will eventually score. You will eventually get there at that place where luck will meet you at the right time because you took those steps. Okay? That's all I have to say to you today in order to encourage you. I hope this video was helpful to you. I'm also gonna link a playlist where I'm linking a playlist with other inspiring and motivating videos. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.